Hey everybody, welcome to episode number 56 of What's That Pepper series. Today I have some very special pods that was created by Susan Garza and grown out by me. So these are the Aji Tangerine, and as you can see, the color resemble a tangerine, so I happen to have a little tangerine with me. So here it is. Let's go take a look at the plant. This is a very special one because I've grown it all season outdoor hydroponically. So we'll take a look at that first, then we'll come back. I'll cut this open and then we'll take a look inside and then taste it. Alright guys, here it is. This is Susan's Aji Tangerine, and this plant has been grown completely hydroponically outdoor since July. So it's doing pretty well for a plant to be sitting here outside like this, maintenance free. I do need to change the nutrients every once in a while because I did not use any protective material to block the sun from getting through. So there is occasional algae growth in there. So then every 2 to 3 weeks I just change out the nutrients, clean it out, and then add fresh nutrients. So that's what's been happening to these plants. But there's my solar pump here. So as soon as the sun becomes strong enough for these to run, then it'll aerate the bubbles and all that stuff in the water for the plant to grow. And it's actually producing some really nice fruits. I will be saving the best of these for Susan, so I think this is one of the candidates there. So the nice round and pretty shape, a decent size, and this is also one of the nicer one here, kind of round. So those will be saved for Susan to get seeds from. So there's some other strange phenotype that they look okay, not as good as she would like. See, this one even have that tail there, and there's some in the back that are kind of long. So this is the F2, so the shapes are like all over the place. Let me show you another one. Here it is here. So this one has that kind of like a bishop crown look to it. So I don't know if Susan wants seeds for those, but those are not ready. So I'm gonna pick a few of these to send to her and then pick this one to try. So it is not quite ready, but the season is coming to an end now, so if I leave this guy out here much longer, it may freeze over. Today is November 10th, so that's the reason why we have to hurry this up. But also, when you start to pick fruits off the plant, it'll actually promote the rest to ripe quicker. So if you leave it like this, it'll take much longer for the next one to ripen up. So that's the reason why I'm gonna have to pick some of these off. So I'll do this one here, and this one's gonna be the one we're going to try, and those other ones that are nice are going to go to Susan. And let me show you another one that it's been grown completely cracky. And here is the other one. This is completely cracky method, and there's no aeration, no nothing. And just place the plant in the container, and when the water level goes low, you just fill it up a little bit, because the roots will send more roots down here to collect the water, and then once it gets really low, you have to fill it up a little bit. But you can't fill it up all the way up here, because those roots become air roots. So if you fill it up all the way up here, the plants would just drown and die. So you have to monitor and then fill it up to around right here. That allows all of the air roots up here to breathe while the bottom roots take up water. So that's how I kept this plant alive all season. And it has a few really nice fruits, but look at this. Look how long that is. And this one here too. So those are the long ones. And this one here. See, those are all crazy shapes, and it's throwing out more right here. And then there's some flower. So the Aji Tangerine flower looks really, really nice. It's pretty large. So there you have it, guys. Let's go inside and test these out. Alright guys, here is a closer look at the Aji Tangerine. Now these are very special, as I mentioned, because these are from Susan. She crossed this herself, and she sent me seeds for the F1. So these are the F2. So seeds for this will go to F3. Anyway, the color is very orange, like a tangerine color. So that is why she called it the Aji Tangerine. Now I don't have any information about what is the cross, so if Susan wants to post the information below, then you can read her comments, or you can visit her page and talk to her about the cross. She's also a member, a huge contributor to the pepper lovers community. She's the only moderator, so she basically runs the place. And then she also runs another website called Bella Garden, so go check those out. There's a lot of stuff that she's doing on there that's anything garden related. So those are the two websites where you can find her. Anyway, the Aji Tangerine. So there is a specific pod size, shape, and color that she likes. So I'm gonna send these to her so she can take seeds out and grow them herself. And as you notice, they are a little green because I have to pick them a little bit early because it's getting pretty close to the end of the season now, and I don't want anything to happen to this. I want it nice and fresh as possible. You still can get seeds out of this. Just leave it for a few days and it'll ripen up. You can actually take seeds out immediately right now because it's already ripe. And I think this one is the best one here because as you can see, it's nice and round at the top. I love the way these grow because they sort of hang like an actual fruit. The stem is very long on all of the ones that I have, and it's really unique to me, the shape and everything. And because these are F2, so it threw out all kinds of crazy shapes, as you can see early in the video when I show you the plant. It's long, short, circular. This is a circular one, and I think this one might be the best. And this is another nice one here, kind of like circular at the top with some dents here at the bottom. But most of them will look somewhat like this. Occasionally they'll look long and look like this, and there's a few that looks like it's like a bishop crown. So because these are two of the best, I'm gonna save that for Susan. We're going to cut one of these out so that you can see, and the fruits are quite large. It had nice calyx that basically hold the fruit. It's very, very cool. So the F1 that she sent me was really nice and tasty, so that's why I asked her if I can grow this out. And I separate these so they're on their own, so nothing will possibly can be crossed with this. So it's very nice and fresh. So there's the calyx right there. It's a pretty good size. So we'll cut this one open. It's a very firm pod. It's like it looks like a fruit to me. Wow, look at that. Nice thick wall. Good size plant. Wow, the fruity smell is very, very strong. And as soon as I cut it open and I did this, I can literally smell the fruity aroma out of this. And see there, very nice thick wall. Very dense on the inside. Good size placenta. Good amount of seed, so a decent cross. When I ate the F1, the seed didn't taste like anything, so I really enjoyed the flavor. She grew that in soil. So this one here is grown hydroponically, so I'm very excited to see what would be the difference. It wasn't very hot the first time I ate it, so I'm just gonna eat this as it is and show you guys. But wow, I just love how firm. They're really nice and dense. Beautiful aroma. It's like it smells like a lot of the most aji variety. That nice fruity scent of sweetness. That's what I get out of this. So let's try this. Alright guys, here it is, the Aji Tangerine. This is the F2 from Susan, and as I mentioned, the color resemble an actual tangerine, so that is why she gave it that name. So I just split this in half. Very beautiful aroma. Smells really nice and sweet, just like most of the Aji variety. It just have that same fruity tropical aroma. Very nice. So I didn't take anything out. I'm just gonna eat this like it is and see. Very nice and crunchy. There is a little heat. Wow, this is delicious. A little bit more heat than the first time that I ate the F1, but the flavor is just amazing. It's exactly the same. Very nice and crunchy. The wall is really thick, so you get a nice rush of liquid and juice. Beautiful sweet taste. And I mentioned this the first time, but I really want to add this to my hot sauce as a base because the flavor is so nice. A lot of the peppers, the placenta, gives it a little bit of a bitter flavor, which I don't like. This one has no flavor in the placenta, so you get sweetness. Wow, it's very warm. And Susan wanted to be hotter than the F1, but this is actually hotter than the F1. Wow, this is literally like eating a fruit. And then, you get that nice little heat. Just an awesome flavor. Very hot though. I can't believe that I cannot tell that this was grown in hydroponic. There's no way to tell for me. It tastes just like a regular pepper. Tastes just like the F1, except the heat is much more. Now I can feel the heat in my throat, but it's that nice pleasant heat that sort of like bring out the sweat in you a little bit, but it makes you want to eat some more. So good decent heat as soon as you get into the oil of the placenta. But as I mentioned, it's very nice and juicy, very crunchy, which is one of the main things that I love about eating peppers. The crunchiness, juicy, sweetness, and then heat. That's when you know it's a pepper. Wow, this is a really good variety. So these are gonna go to Susan, and then she can distribute the seeds to other people if she like. But as far as I know, Susan is the only one that has seeds for this, and I highly recommend you guys talk to Susan and see if you can get some of these to grow for yourself. It's a very good variety. I mean, the size is important to me. When the pepper is really good, I like it to be bigger because you kind of like want to eat the entire thing. But when it's small, you keep on trying to eat it, and then it's gone. You gotta try to get some more somehow. But Susan, amazing cross. I really want you to keep growing this out to see if you can stabilize it, and then get seeds out to the people in the future. But again, guys, if you want to talk to Susan, please go to Pepper Lovers Community. She's always there. She's the moderator. Very nice person. Everyone knows Susan, and everyone loves her. And Bella Garden. So go to Bella Garden. I will post all that information below, and you can go out there and check her out and talk to her and see her channel or her community that she created for all gardener. But yep, heat is gone. Just a little bit left. No aftertaste. Nice sweetness. Good pepper. I really enjoy that. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna ask Susan if I can post some of this information on kcdgarden.com so that you can go out over there and check out the information as well.
All right, have a good day, and thank you for watching.